Yes.
5:30, yeah. Just one new cat up. About that. All right, we're rolling. Why am I back at it again? We had a pet quest. It's really a thundering out. It's been storming like crazy here all fucking day. Time. Eat it cooking. Join. Copy. Here. Put it to where I've asked for permission to. The next one. Okay. Third one. Okay. I'm gonna let this ad break cut and then we'll just welcome people in. Damn, it keeps the thundering. Anyways, there you go. Hello and welcome. We are back. I took some time actually to like really update my my HUD. Like notably, you could probably eyes are crazed up right now. And notably, you're going to see, like, for example, I moved the quest bar over to the left. Most of the stuff that you actually can't see, because I've actually moved stuff around down here in the bottom. I put the level thing at the very bottom, and I probably have to set this up. Would I have to set this up the same way for my other classes too?
It should be saved HUDs. Only thing you'd have to move around is the job gauge.
Job gauge, right? That's fine. I can do that. I can do with that. But, you know, we got done with Shadowbringers 2 weeks ago. Took a week off, making stuff in the background, brick by brick. And right now we're back, and we're going to be going around and doing, are those the extreme quests? Alright. I'll abandon them.
Man,
We
I
still need
can't
to do
wait
those.
till later down the line. You're gonna have to ask, man, where do I get this quest from?
No, I remember. I remember those.
But will you?
Yes,
That's the
they
question.
were in OK Zundu, all right. All right. Anyhow, today we're doing patch quest stuffs. So, may as well just get started. We got 4 hours to kill. Already burnt out 4 minutes. We got to see. I want to try to see if I can how much I can get into one sitting. Taken resolve. Rentaro, God, it's good to see you. I hope your being here means you've had your fill of rest. Not so much as 40 winks, truth be told, a fact. We were busy. You're too selfless, that's your problem. But you'll be no good to anyone if you don't take a break every once in a while. Anyways. Not much has happened since your last visit. I had planned for you to meet that helper I told you about, but he refuses to answer his link pearl. I do hope he's alright. We've been exchanging messages with the Eorzean Alliance throughout, though. They say the fighting has finally stopped at the Gimil Dark, and that the Empire has shown no sign of movement. Maybe because when we last left them, they died. Which means we might actually have a moment to ourselves for a change. Seeing as you're back, maybe you can tell me a bit more about your time in the first. Sure. Oh, great. Oh, and if you don't mind, I'd like to ask... What? Phil Hammond? We're just gonna call you Ham. Little Ham. I'd like to ask Ham to join us. She'll want to know what happened to Minfilia, and I think it's best that she hears it from... We'll meet you on the terrace at the House of Splendors.
Adoptive mother, pretty much.
Oh. So I'm basically breaking the bad news.
I mean, to be fair, she already had to deal with her, Minfilia disappearing.
Yeah, but now she's just gone...
to be dead.
But now she's just gone perma. Damn. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I was like, why did I stop moving for a moment? Because I want to boot up my... I want to make sure I have my MSQ. That way I know where I am. Very nice. I know the first one's like 2. Oh wow. there's dead ass a whole okay. Like you never told me there was a whole fucking quest to do by the there's a whole dungeon by the second quest.
Yeah.
You in for that?
Of course. When we get to it.
Right, I need to buy the pants and I need to buy a weapon. Anyways, House of Splendor. I'll go deal with that stuff whenever I get around to move. All right. What is that? Oh shit.
I believe that's a mount from the Shadowbringers raid.
Cool. Speaking of mounts, hold on, Link, I got some stuff to show you. So, I was doing a little bit of mining off screen, I was recording some stuff, right? And as I was recording a few of the specific fights, I came across
Oh hell yeah, you got the Titan one.
And
Nightmare.
And yeah. Crazy how that stuff kind of comes around, eh? Oh!
Yeah.
On top of that, I even got, not Grazi.
Yeah. The Gaelic kid.
Problem is, you left me with an extra baby bun. I don't want it. 'Cause I already have them.
I mean, you can sell them on the market.
I guess. Might give it a Moss. I think Moss would like
That
it.
too.
Pretty like it. I wonder if Moss is even over there. Nah, they're busy. Buzzing up my phone, that is. Alright. Up this way. That guy's name is straight up just egg sandwich. Oh. And Taro, my, it has been too long. Taro did mention that I would be joining you, did you? Yeah. Thank you. Words cannot well express how I long to know more of the first. This world Minfilia has sacrificed so much to save. But come, rest your feet. Tataru should be arriving shortly. Oh, there goes. So Minfilia chose to pass on her gifts to the next oracle. This girl, who Thancred named Reen, have such a burden thrust upon her as a child, only to embrace it when given. In that respect, they are quite alike. It would seem that her legacy is indeed in capable hands. Antaro, might I ask a favor of you when you return to the first? Tell Reen what I cannot. Tell her thank you. Oh. Where? And I would offer thanks to you as well for staying with her to the end. Begging your pardon, but could I have a word? Hello? Am I supposed to recognize you? Yo! I hope you're here to tell me you've received word from the helper. I wish. Nay, not a peep out of him, and it's been a long good while now. Too bloody. On account of which, I'm going to sneak over to the border and see if I can't get a signal from closer up. But what if they catch you? There must be another way. Well, it ain't as if we can ask Thancred to do it. Besides, I have no trouble picking me way through Grimhild now that the fighting's died down. I'd know that there's shadows. It beats waiting around here twiddling the thumbs. Any road, I just thought I'd let you know. Now I'd best be. Ah, I nearly forgot. Crowds at the stones, and she wants a word. Something to do with patience. She was getting ready to examine them again when I left. You'd best head back then. I'm sure it's important. Bye-bye, Ham. I can't say your name. I jump off the side of this. Yeah. Good to know I can. The gloom weather. It seems she's still examining them. Oh, I do hope it's nothing bad. Cutscene time. Oop.
You're here. Good.
Hello.
So, how are they?
Still locked in slumber, but otherwise in good physical health.
Oh, they're talking about my compatriots.
For the present, at least.
For the present? Oh no, is something wrong?
What do you
with them?
mean, for now?
I'm afraid there may be.
Uh-oh.
I summoned you after detecting faint signs of instability in Thancred's corporeal ether. But subsequent examination suggested all 5 might be affected. And when I examined them just now, my fears were confirmed. Tellingly, the degree of instability varies between them. Thancred exhibits the most notable signs, followed by Y'shtola and Eorzea. The twins' ether, meanwhile, remains relatively stable, but there is a change there too if one knows to look for it.
So it was in the order of them getting grabbed.
Hold on. Isn't that the order they were called away in?
Yeah.
Indeed. Which leads me to believe the instability will only increase with time.
We gotta get him out there. We gotta get him out quick then.
Though I can but speculate, I fear this may be a symptom of a weakening link between body and soul.
Yeah.
By the gods! What happens if the link is broken?
I think you know, Tatsuru.
I cannot say for certain. This is all unknown territory to us. Yet whatever happens, it cannot be good.
But we gotta find a way to get him out.
Mercifully, the instability is still
Yep,
only
gotta find a
slight.
way to somehow
And you
return.
may rest assured, Master Matoya and I
Later,
will do
Reno.
everything in our power
See
to
ya.
keep it from
Oh
worsening.
wow, that was quick.
Be that as it may,
Also, I saw
it is
Yuko grinding
imperative
on
that you
today.
find a way to restore our friend's
Yeah,
souls
she's
to their
helping one of her
bodies.
friends through Heaven's Word. And so I was like,
Ah.
bro, you're not even done with Heaven's Word. No rest for the righteous, eh?
I realize you've only just returned from saving 2 worlds, but time is not on our side.
Understandably so.
But where's he even supposed to start? We had the greatest minds in the realm hunting high and low for an answer, and they ran out of places to look.
Probably need more stuff to look at for the.
You
Yeah,
stated in
side
your report
dungeons,
that the Exarch had originally
raid.
intended to reverse the
I
summoning
think
process
side
by
now,
means of his own
the
death,
side trial
correct?
storyline for Shadowbringers is in the source. That's right. I'll just
My
tell you
heart
the
knows he's a
side
reckless
trials
young fool,
storyline for
ready to die the
Shadowbringers.
first righteous cause that
It's
came
related to
along.
guys.
His plan might well have worked, but I, for one, am glad he never had the opportunity to see it through. Even if it does mean our friends must remain stranded a while longer.
Oh, we gotta make sure it's quick.
There is another way, I am sure of it. And the key lies with him, with the Exarch.
By the way, y'all know about did I tell you about the
Return to
Exarch?
First and apprise him and the others of the situation.
You know who you guys know who the Exarch is, right?
We, meanwhile, will do what we can from here. And, if the fates are kind, we will have good news to share upon your return.
That'd be awesome. Actually, that's actually kind of funny because they're saying like, yeah, can you go talk to the Exarch real quick? I'll be like, okay, sleep, come back. So guys, I'm back. What? We didn't even get started. We didn't even get started because we literally could not been able to get started. The Crystarium. Right on. All right. So first off, before I do anything else, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna see what more I can get. Oh, sorry. That's not my market. Do. Right. Now we can get a fit going. Honestly, I saw this fit for the first time, and I was like, "Damn, this would be a pretty slick fucking like Dark Souls like gear set." Here, put the helmet on. It just looks really fucking good. Does this visor work? No. Anyways, we shall be in this for now. With our goofy ass Gunbreaker blade. Speaking of, I gotta get back into the swing of that. Alright. Oh yeah, Link.
Yeah, you can unlock the twinning now.
Yeah, that's what I want. I'm actually excited to do that. I kept seeing Novrand all over the place, and at some point my brain clicked. I was like, wait a minute. wait. Hold on. I always got business with the Exarch. What's going on, Grahatia? Good buddy, old pal of mine. Ah, Rintaro, you have returned. I hope your time in the source was suitably restful. But of course it wasn't. Go on. Yeah, well, you see, their corporeal ether shows signs of instability by the gods. The possibility never even occurred to me. If you have returned in hope that my research has yielded a solution, I fear you will be sorely disappointed. It is but a mercy that we have the likes of Mistress Kryl and Master Matoya to keep our friends' bodies safe while we wrestle with the problem. I cannot forestall the separation of body and soul indefinitely. Come, the others must be told. I don't think they're gonna take it too well. Like, yeah, guys, the summoning magic that I used to bring you all over, yeah, you guys are technically dying in the source because of it. Where's Thancred and Urianger? Why does Alice pull up and yap? Everybody's chatting up. Urianger. Don't.
Excuse my late
Oh, thank God it's voiced. Imagine if I had to read his stuff as soon as I started. I would not survive.
Nay, milady. With apologies to all, they beg leave to pursue their investigation of the empty to its conclusion. Should matters here demand their presence, however, they did assure me that they would make themselves available.
Yes, of course. Then let us proceed. I think it best that you begin by providing a summary of Mistress Kryl's findings.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys are dying. That's really it. Basically. Separation of body and soul, something like that, Kryle said.
I suppose it was only to be expected that some change would occur.
Yet our souls seem unaffected, to my eye at least.
That's right, you can see.
How long they will remain so is another question. Kryl is right. It is imperative we find a way to return to the source.
Perhaps an explanation of the method by which I brought you here will yield some inspiration.
Okay. Sure.
Ere I begin, it must be noted that I am by no means a gifted mage. In order to employ powerful magics, I must rely upon the Crystal Tower and its boundless reservoirs of energy.
Word.
The magic that summoned you was no exception. 'Tis a singular spell, adapted through painstaking effort from the technique that transported me to the first. To use an analogy, it works by cutting a hole in the fabric of reality. A hole tailored to the object of summoning, through which it and it alone may pass unscathed. Though I succeeded in creating said hole, I failed to latch onto my intended target. Instead of you, the spell found those close to you, and ended up summoning them in their incomplete state.
Right.
I would not soon throw my life away, not after the lengths you and yours went to save it. And so long as I breathe, I will spare no effort to see you safely home.
Yeah, fish in the water.
Should all else fail, and your lives be at stake, there remains one sure method.
Right.
Ow!
Ow.
What was that for?
How can you even entertain such thoughts? You owe your life to the Warrior of Light, and you don't get to die unless he says so.
Your followers await your divine judgment.
Shut up, you stola.
What did you just...
Man, I love her. Great.
If the two of you have finished, perhaps we could return to our discussion? Rather than dwelling upon the multiple failed attempts at transference, I think it would behoove us to focus on the solitary success.
Yeah, why did it work? I came through completely.
I would draw your attention to the fact that our friend can travel between worlds possessed not only of his body and soul, but his personal effects besides. This is no different from the teleportation magics to which we are all accustomed. Magics that allow for the transportation of those inanimate objects one considers to be an extension of oneself.
Are you suggesting that simply by considering us his possessions, he could carry our souls back to the source upon his person?
Well, it would be nice if things were that simple for a change.
That'd be pretty sick, actually.
Vague notions of ownership seem a rather tenuous thing to stake our lives on. So much as a moment of doubt on his part, and we'd be left floating in the rift.
Milady hath the right of it. The requisite fixity of belief would be too much to ask even of our friend. Yet, were we to immure our souls within an object in his possession, mayhap then our safe passage could be assured.
Will bind their souls to
White
a thing?
Eorzea would, I believe, serve as a suitable vessel for this purpose. It was conceived to imprison the massy soul of an Ascian, and should house one of ours with relative ease.
Can't we just put most of you? Can we get like a
We would need
taxi
only
car?
to ensure our soul's safe preservation inside the stone, and identify a means by which they might be transferred back onto our vacant bodies.
Soul preservation and transference. I believe I know of someone who may be able to assist us. On the far shore of the source, there stands a great palace built by the elves.
Oh.
It was forsaken in the wake of the flood, but a certain Numo chose to make their home there soon after. Though they have long lived as a recluse, they once occupied a place of honor in Verbert's royal court, and it is said that none in all of Norvrant is more knowledgeable than they on matters of the soul.
Well, I've no objection to seeking a helping hand, but
They're those ones that are like,
to hide themselves away from
they very much
what makes you think
enjoy,
they'd be willing to lend us one?
like, you, yeah,
the dog
worlds.
A worthy question. Years ago, I myself tried and failed to solicit their cooperation in the battle against the Sin Eaters. No sooner had I begun to make my plea than they unleashed a swarm of their familiars upon me.
Wow.
Unlike me,
Friendly company.
however, you have curried favor with the Faefolk. By that merit alone, I am hopeful that they would grant you an audience.
Lest I call the king
They
down.
may still be inclined to turn you away, of course, but if their knowledge might feasibly facilitate your return home, we have to try.
Okay. I mean, sounds simple enough, right? Use the same thing that we use to like trap Ascians into the White Eorzea thing. Then take that same way and just put it in my backpack and walk to the first or source. I want lemonade. All right, it's dungeon time.
Ready?
Going to be in a moment.
Ah,
The Grand Cosmos, that is. The palace we seek stands on the opposite shore of the source. I'll arrange for a boat to carry us there. Oh, fuck, bro. While as thou journeyest thither, I think it best that I devote mine energies to the creation of the White Eorzea. By thy leave, of course, the process requires no small amount of time. Should the Numo consent to lend us their aid, we will have need of a suitable vessel ere long. Agreed. And I would ask the rest of you to meet me in Sullen, and do be prepared for a warm reception. A warm reception. Pray join the others in Solar, and I shall return my thoughts to the Eorzea and apprise Thancred and Reen of our progress. Sullen. Where was Sullen again? Lakeland. Oh, there. Ooh, bro. True. All right. I'm almost certain I can't fly around here. Not yet.
Not yet.
Anyways.
You haven't gotten the ship for it.
That's probably what I should have been talking about. Now I get to ride the Whisper Go Ride of Shade. Me running around. Is that what the notices bar is? Big health bar. Good. What a nice place this was. Yeah, great story too. No?
Indeed.
It's crazy. Why was my... Damn. I'm assuming they're going to be expecting me to be able to actually just get around just as quickly, do. Alright. Finally made it. Fine guts. That's funny, Link. Link.
What?
That's funny, man. I'm about to be level 86, which means I'm gonna have hyper velocity. As I told you before, I had scarcely set foot on the palace grounds when I was set upon by our host familiars, and I expect our reception today to be no different, which is why I propose we march through the main gate, weapons drawn. I'm sorry, but are we not here to petition for assistance? You can't honestly think barging in looking for a fight is going to persuade them. Actually, I believe the Exarch may have the right of it. They have no doubt poured a great deal of time and energy into their creation. So if I were I them, I should be most interested in to meet with those who would overcome my defense. As would any true seeker of knowledge. And there is little we can say or do to convince them to help us if we know nothing of their character, nor less why they choose to hide themselves from us. But if we can seize their interests, mayhap we can earn ourselves an audience. I'm down for that. Weapons drawn it is, then. But I must say, Exarch, you certainly seem to be enjoying all of this. Do I? Well, I will not deny I enjoy the thought of fighting alongside you all rather than pacing about inside the Crystal Tower. You both seem to be in rather high spirits, if you ask me. Not that I'm surprised. Your moods invariably improve when Taro's around. What exactly are you implying? He averted the calamity, and the light seems which destined to consume them has been extinguished. It is only natural that we are pleased to see him. Yes, well, you will have plenty of time to celebrate his good health after we're finished here. Of course. Let us proceed to the palace. The Grand Cosmos, now accessible. You hear, Link? He's already logged in. I'm gonna take this helmet off. I like it much better with like my character's face. My character just looks really. All right. If anything, I could probably just invite you right now. That social friends list. Right. Let's get at it. Whoa. Who are we up against? Red Mage Link, eh? Archer and what seems to be a White Mage. Very warm welcome. I wonder if that's going to come out.
What a very expected glam for a male VR player.
We have
the White Mage. Yeah, the White Mage, specifically.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, though. Boom. Weapons. Are we serious? There we go. Super rich. We resisted that? That's crazy. All right. Seeker of Solitude. Shadowbringers combat theme? Avoid them doing that. There we go.
God damn it.
Yeah. I give you my Aurora. I have 2 charges. This place is sick. Go. Oh, what's the point if everything else is just gonna be... If everything's just going to just do that, what's the point of even trying to stun things now?
Depends on what you're stunning, and also keep in mind the white mage is spamming their fucking AoE, which stuns every time it comes out, which means it hits the diminishing returns cap. Which that ain't even the white mage's fault, because it's literally all they have for AoE.
Oh man, for a second I thought we were missing somebody. Right? I guess you don't stand in the green.
Now we gotta carry the egg though. Or seeds, I guess.
I'll say try it again.
Should only move it one block over. Yeah.
Sorry about that, Link. Almost got you there.
You're good. No, I like would have died.
Finish this off.
I was about to use that move break on the next pack of mobs, where it would have been better since it's AoE.
Level up, 86. I have enhanced continuation.
Too bad you ain't gonna get to use it for a while.
So Endwalker. Man, you coming with me, bruh. Big ass, big off fucking dragon. Boom, and then just the big guy. There is no one. Here we go. Use us.
Yeah. Can't jump on the table.
Knights Immortal, heed my call. Wondering why. Damn. Oh, there's a bunch of these painting guardians here. Go. Man. Boss fight time. Lugus. Look at all these spirits dancing. Okay.
Flame astronauts time.
I was gonna say, it was like, bro, he literally just summoned a flame astronaut. I was about to say, this Skyrim? Why are those sofas, chairs, and all those stuff targetable?
You'll see. It involves fire. Alright, he's gonna hit ours on the left side.
I gotta remember, I'm like opposite to you guys. That's a new one, isn't it?
It's just the usual plus mechanic, though.
I just got my pink dance up for this. Mortal Flame.
That's right. Gotta go touch one of the items and transfer it to it.
I see.
go after all of us.
More things for...
Why did I... Alright, let's see, is there something else for me to learn? Oh yes, the chandeliers. Is there nothing for them to fucking get? What the hell?
No, he burned the first one.
Ah, so that's what it is.
There was like 2 chandeliers, and they got burnt.
I can res them. Working left. That's this side, not dumbass.
Wow. Hey buddy, need some help?
Redcoat's on the, how here comes this?
There we are. Nice.
Not fucking far enough. We were way too close there. I was trying not to get hit by standing in the middle.
Done. Nice. There we are. We're talking about, just talking about JoJo in the chat. Office network type. I wonder if they all left. Wow, they all left. Crazy, they all left.
I mean, shit, they got stuff they probably got to do.
Yeah.
That was my fiercest familiar. Oh, impressive.
Oh, an illusion. Eat a Numo. Ah, you're too friendly.
Backlook, tis good to see you again after all these years.
You know them?
And judging by your vigorous greeting, I dare say the feeling is mutual.
Well, yeah,
To be
you tried to
sure, a
petition
simple
them for
shake of the
aid
hand
when the scene
would have
disappeared.
sufficed
We were
by
doing
way
their
of
shit.
welcome, But
I'm sick.
I shan't complain.
Hi, Moss.
But you must be wondering as to the purpose of our visit. We come to beg your assistance in a most urgent matter.
Beg.
Sake? Beg?
Okay, guys. Okay, guys. His voice is what after what I heard from him?
If we are to save them, we will need the benefit of your unsurpassed knowledge on the matter. Please, will you not sit and hear our plea?
Why does he sound like that?
Oh, how dare you! How dare you speak thus in my presence!
Oh, and then he talks like a pompous...
It was to escape such words of temptation that I hid myself from the world of men. You are sinners, one and all, and I swore never again to have any part in your affairs.
Kind of justified.
I can only
Let's just say
imagine
they
what
worked for
terrible
some people in
events
the
forced
past.
you into a life of
They decided
seclusion.
to take Beglug's fucking research and twist it for evil.
But I know that the new
Fix my
Mo are
reward
a good
thingies, like
and
the
noble
sound?
folk.
Good
It
work,
is not
yeah,
in
give it a
your
go.
nature to turn a blind eye to the plight of those around you. And in treating with us, I am certain whatever mistrust you feel for man will begin to heal.
Alpha no. Bro.
They're doing this on purpose.
Is he gonna laugh? Good.
If you will not be satisfied, I suppose I could listen. After all, there's no harm in just... No, I mustn't. Not again.
Well, we're...
That damn court mage seemed to have the best of intentions too, and countless innocents died for my naivety.
Yes.
Oh, you know not what you ask of me. What horrors my knowledge has wrought.
Use all you want, we won't lie down in this. We would never misuse it.
That other dialogue, you mean the magical plague of Vober? You only know that because you did the tank roll quest.
Nothing more?
It was their research in magic that was twisted by that court mage motherfucker.
That's
Do
right.
you swear it?
No. No.
Oh, very well. I will hear your petition, but that is all. And I expect fitting payment for my troubles.
I mean, we did come in here and blow up your house.
Commensurate with your contribution to our cause. No more and no less, I promise you. With that settled, might I impose upon you to join us at the Crystarium? I'm afraid the nature of my friend's predicament calls for absolute secrecy.
Okay. Huge. There you are. The others have gone down to the Crystal Tower with Beklug. For the record, I truly wish we hadn't had to resort to using such words when treating with them. I never sought to convince, not compel. Yet I cannot deny that a part of me is glad Eorzea shared his knowledge of the Numo with us. Had he not, Beklug wouldn't be here. We basically coerced a pushover to help us, despite him not.
Literally using dog words
That too.
to
Speaking of
compel
whom,
them to work for us.
we should hurry. To keep our guests waiting would only add insult to injury. Now, we deadass, we emotionally manipulated. May not enter the Grand Cosmos of the Make you. Well, yeah, I know. I welcome guests. Rare. You know what? I guess I understand. If people were to story skip, this would be the first time that they'd be doing the dungeon, huh? In this area.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay. I understand now why they put the... Okay, I see.
And you just have a lot of motherfuckers going in there either tanking or healing that have no idea what the fuck they're even doing or what their job does.
Link has been there. Link has been there. Dear God. Just like that, huh? They just buy up the Shadowbringers, and then what?
You can buy the story and level skip, but you cannot buy skill.
Oh. Hmm. All right. Is it spoken or must I read it? Okay, yeah, we're explaining the situation to. It'd be funny. What if Becklug is just like, yeah, I don't got anything about that, and Rihanna's just like, well, I'm back with the white Eorzea.
I'm sorry. You mean to tell me not only that the return of night was your doing,
Yeah.
but that you hail from another world as well?
Also, yeah. You sound like one of the three. You sound like
The source, the shards,
like Huey, Dewey,
the
or
7
Louie,
unlock
like one of the three
abilities.
ducks.
All of it is true. I realize how fantastical it sounds, and I would not blame you for doubting our testimony. But given your expertise, you must surely have noted the peculiar nature of their souls.
Any other time and I would have dismissed your stories as balderdash and flummery. But upon closer inspection, 'tis plain their souls are far denser than is normal, and that they do not possess true bodies.
Interesting.
Save you. Your body is your own. And your soul is the densest of them all.
Because I have two souls combined to me. This I recall.
As I said before, were it not for their heroism, the skies over Norvrant would still be awash with light, the realm yet at the mercy of Vorthri and the Sin Eaters.
Yeah.
After all they have done for our home, seeing them safely back to their own, it seems the very least we can do.
Yeah.
Your tale is intriguing. Yes, very intriguing indeed. Simply to hear it is fitting payment in itself. As for your friends, I can but agree. Their valorous deeds on behalf of Norvrant are deserving of recognition, of their own fitting payment.
You will help us then?
I will. I would see my knowledge put to good use for a change. I do have one condition, however. I am not the spry young Numo I once was. As such, I will require assistance in my fieldwork and testing.
Okay.
It would be our pleasure. We'll be laboring for our own benefit after all.
Alright. You have spun quite a tale, but tell me, have you given any thought as to how you might return to your world? Yeah, we already have the whole shit figured out. White Eorzea, you say? Intriguing proposition. But one which fails to account the present state of your souls. They have become highly charged, likely as a consequence of having maintained tangible forms for so long. Such an energetic, unstable state, there's no telling what may happen to their souls within the Eorzea. They could very well become immutable to transference and never be restored. Their bodies. Then, would it be possible to force their souls into a state of dormancy prior to the transference? In theory, yes, but the soul is not a candle to be snuffed out and relit on a whim. Well, that sounds ominous. What exactly would rendering our souls dormant entail? In order to maintain a corporeal form, your souls constantly draw ether from your surroundings. This process must be halted, thus resulting the surface of the ether. Your minds will be ultimately separated from the foe bodies of yours, rendering you incapable of interacting with the world around you. Cruel fate under normal circumstances, but one which will be rectified upon your return home. Leaving lifeless husks like those poor souls at the end of the journey's head, corrupted by the sin eaters, by strange light. Corrupted? Stagnant? Oh, she might be able to help. He might be able to help him. I might, or I might not. I shan't know for sure unless I've seen their condition firsthand. I would be glad to take you to them, and I understand that you wouldn't do anything that might increase their suffering. Well, I need, no need for all of us to accompany you. While you escort our guests to the inn, I will assist in arranging the creation of the Eorzea. I believe my talents would be better applied at to that endeavor as well. I'll leave the three of you to assist Beck Lug as necessary. Let us make for armoring then. That guy's name is Trodden. It's like he's downtrodden. So this is Howrick, is it? Yes, his aether balance leans perilously towards stasis.
What?
What do you suppose will happen to him? G? We're live, bro. You should go see on out.
I see.
You don't know that. We defeated the wardens and banished the light from the night sky. Howrick was completely unresponsible before, but now... Oh, it broke. Perhaps there is yet hope. In the course of my studies of the soul, I once created a tonic which could temporarily stimulate the aether in one's body. Oh, there's a hydrate. After some refinement, it became used by Knights of Vobert, then for far darker purposes. Lest it fall into the wrong hands, I swore never again to make it, but for their sakes, I will break that oath. It is not like to reverse a stagnation, mind you, but it should offer some measure of relief. Thank you for the hydrate. I'll sip it now that I have some time to read. Ugh. Hmm. All right. Treat patience with this sonic target. Go. Podden stares blankly at you. It seemed that the tonic had an effect. Number 2. What's this warmth I feel in my chest? Worked for you. This guy. All right. I feel warm, and my legs they don't feel as heavy. It seems like it's working. Oh, hello, Sky. Flip. You know, bonk. An overrise in the body temperatures increase motor function. The more severely afflicted show no response. As I feared then. It is true that with the restoration of night, the corrupting influence of light will no longer grow. And yes, their bodies will naturally return to equilibrium given time. But this holds true only for their corporeal ether. Their incorporeal ether, that of the soul, is not so easily mended. Which is why in those later stages of corruption, like Halric, appear to be unaffected. Precisely. The boy's soul is too far gone, his mind held together by the finest of threads. There is a chance he may one day recover, of course, but that could take years, decades even. Oh, the gods! He could wake to find himself an old man. A fine reward for his persistence, the opportunity to mourn the life he never had a chance to live. No, there must be something we can do. Look, I realize this is not why we petition your aid, but do you think it's possible we may find a way to hasten the recovery? Maybe. Nor do I think it impossible that in treating that we might learn something of the relevance to your own predicament. I'll take salmon, please.
Hey, salmon, please, like you're ordering in a fucking restaurant.
I'll take the salmon, please and thanks. I don't know why he has it, but it's mine now. Good for the soul. I suspect that the Crystal Exarchs told you of my past. I was once a mage of the royal court of Vobert, and that soulcraft is my field of study. Well, I know that through other means. The tonic that you administer to the patients here is one of the fruits of my labors. I hope to do great things for the kingdom. But in the end, my knowledge brought only suffering. A plague like none of which I've ever seen. In the hands of unscrupulous men, what should have been my greatest triumph instead became my greatest shame. And now you have a chance to redeem yourself. Why did I do the fucking nerd emoji? Fucking emo. But let us return to the task at hand, finding a means by which we might revitalize these people's incorporeal ether. Do you think it can be done? Were the sky still ablaze with primordial light, I could call it an exercise in futility. Now we may have a chance. The method I have in mind will entail the conjuring of familiar. They are able to amplify the energies poured into them, making them the perfect conduit for the aether revitalizing magics that we will ultimately play. If you're about to launch into a lengthy explanation into the metaphysics of your plan, don't bother. I'd rather get on with doing whatever it is that needs to be done, if it's all the same to you. Whatever reagents must be procured, or spells invoked, I'll do it. Ah, you're no fun. I'm sure he wants to. I admire your spirit. Very well. Your first task will be to gather the necessary materials. The purest of waters of the finest days, as well as a fey lantern brimming with pixie magic. Oh, that's easy. If you're convinced that the resulting familiar will help the patients, fine. Alphino, the water and clay will be simple enough, but I think you know what we'll have to do to get the lantern. You don't mean... The pixies took quite a liking to us before. If we humor them with our company, I'm sure they'll be willing to help us. Damn. Fine. We'll pay a visit to Ilmeg, though I never thought you would be one to suggest going back there. I'm impressed you've been there at all, let alone befriended the Fae folk. Oh, while you're at it, seek out the new Mo of Plot Any. They'll be able to supply with the water suitable for our need. Right, let's get this over with, shall we? It still remains a matter of the clay. Might I prevail upon you to find it? Ah, yes. A very crazy task of finding the clay. Clay from Omrang would likely be the best. Know you anyone who might be able to assist us? I want to try Mordsuk first. I don't want to go too far. Scavengers, you say? Well, they may know the lie of the land, but I dare say they're more interested in the trinkets and baubles hiding in the earth than the earth itself. Now, the miners on the... I'm going to Twine anyway. What's that? You know the miners of Twine? Perfect. Speak with them and you should have no trouble procuring what we need. While you and the twins are occupied, I will see if there's aught else I can learn of the stagnation which afflicts the people here. Alright. Fine, we go. Divorce that again. Fine. Ouch.
Magnets.
Antaro, well, what a coincidence. You've come at a good time. We've just this moment finished repairing the Talos and the trolley you took back to Nabatharang. The trolley was no trouble, but the Talos would have been another matter had we not had a visit from Master Chai. He offered us a share of the leftover building materials from the Daedalus Stoneworks, as well as a few trade seekers to help us along. Clever man, that Chai knows. He seemed pretty keen on the ideas I had for putting the giant Talos to work. I skipped over that bit. You're entitled to your dreams, Jarrett. That doesn't mean that you can go harassing our guests with them. Master Chai was just being polite. And something tells me Rentaro here didn't come all the way to talk about trolleys. What is it you need, friend? I see. And this familiar requires clay from Amarang. Well, look no further. If anyone can find you some quality clay, it's us. Saying that, it isn't exactly a commodity nowadays, but there must be some lurking somewhere or other, waiting to be dug up. If I'm not mistaken, there was a time where we used to take clay from Mount Bryan mines, make adobe bricks. The place is swarming with coyotes now, but if you're after the good stuff, you could do worse than to look there. And so there I'm going to be going. Because I need to do some mining off screen to get some of this fucking stuff. Plus, most of this be just me running around doing this. Ow.
Damn, the Ezim step is much better for Gunbreaker and Dancer.
Oh.
Yokai watch farming shit. Azim step for Gunbreaker and Dancer seems to be the better choice because at least more people are here.
Ah.
And it's not as big as, what is it, Fringes, I think?
Like, smaller area, but a bigger,
There's all...
like group of people.
Yeah, so you can get the boss and stuff done faster, as well as there's also seems to be a lot more fates going on. I use this for Gunbreaker Dancer then.
I would really hope that they. I really like it if they really actually have it so that like increase. There's like the. I want them to increase the spawn rate of fates, because having to jump between areas because all the fates are being stoked up by the fates train that's going around all these different areas. That's okay, bro. Look.
To be fair, the amount of people is going to decrease the longer it goes from release of the event to where it ends.
Fair enough. Boom, and then and deliver the lumps of back. I'm back with the stuff. The twins have returned in one piece, and in one piece at that. I was convinced the pixies would turn at least one of them into a garden ornament, but no. You have the clay, I take it. Oh wow. A flashbang me for a second. I thought for a moment she looked like she wasn't wearing anything. Wonderful. We need but combine the clay into water and then heat the mixture with the Fey lantern. After that, it will be a simple matter of settling upon a suitable form the necessary incantation. Hey Glug, I have a question. In the event that we had need of this spell and you weren't around, would it be possible for another to perform the incantation? Assuming they possess the requisite skill, yes. I reckon the others have suffered so much, so I swore to do everything in my power to save them. If there's a chance that this spell could do that, I would be the one to invoke. Mayhap you should be the one. A deep understanding of the subject's physical states, combined with a strong desire to help them, can drastically increase the magic's effect. You are plainly more familiar with these people more than I dare say these few are in all of Norrent more dedicated to finding a cure. Is that not so, Rentaro? She's the best woman for the job. I'll give it my all for Halric, for Tesleen. We are all of a mind on the matter. I say shall be the one to conjure magic spells.
Let us begin. I trust you've prepared the clay?
The clay. Oh wow.
Very good. Now, I would have you sculpt for me a porksy.
What is a porksy?
Plump, with floppy ears and a short curly tail.
Yep.
A porksy. I think I know what you mean. There we are. How's that?
Absolutely hideous.
Well, it is certainly creative. There's no denying that.
At least, bro? Bro? Hey!
Yes, I'm no artist. Very funny.
Brother.
Pay him no mind, child. Though it may look like a grotesque parody of reality, it's what the invoker believes that matters.
Oh, he fell.
You're not helping.
That's hilarious. Even though it's a disaster abomination on God's green earth,
If successful,
all that matters
this
is that you
incantation will
believe that it's a
turn
porksy.
imagination into reality.
Are you
Which
bringing
is
this
why
thing
the
to
only
life?
Of import is what you believe this figure embodies. You must focus. Hold the porksy's image steady in your mind's eye.
Don't tell me this thing's coming to life.
Now then, as I taught you, relax and allow your energies to flow.
With flesh of clay I bid thee rise, on wings of dreams to touch the skies. What once was idle fantasy, I call forth to reality.
It's adorable.
Not bad for a first attempt. Now, let us see what can be done for young Halric.
What does it do?
Through the operation of the magics you invoked to animate this familiar, it is now replete with the energies required to stir the boy's soul. You need but give it a name, and it will do as your heart desires.
A name. All right, I've decided. Now.
What are you going to call it?
Go, Angelo!
Angelo? Wait, but why?
No idea, but I just can't hear that name and not think fucking.
I think Jojo immediately.
Yo. Yup.
Yo. Angelo.
Yo, Angelo.
Yo. Oh my god.
Mother,
Holy shit, he's back. Mine got he's back. Wait, what? For only a moment? I thought he'd just be fixed. How is he, Becklug? Did it work? I believe it did. You and your fledgling familiar have done well. If our eyes do not deceive, a hint of color has returned to his soul. Gods, I would jump for joy if I weren't so exhausted. We're so close now, Halric. As you are even now in the process of discovering, this magic asks much of the invoker, but you may not have realized that the same is also true of the subject. Such, you must proceed with caution, however. With further treatment, I have utmost confidence the boy will make a full recovery. Observing the reanimation of his stagnant soul is the most enlightening. I will need time to put my theories to the proof, but I believe I can fashion a spell to produce the opposite effect. That is, to induce stagnation, thus enabling our safe transport to the source via the aura site. A thought occurred to me about this treatment. Becklug said that when the soul is rendered dormant, the mind is separated from the body, and that person becomes incapable of interacting with the world around them. Does it not sound like some of the tempered back in the source? Oh, we could heal that small kid! The most tempered to become slaves to the primals.
Kobold.
Yeah. Little kobold kid. I can match this. Yep. Absolutely. Gaboo. Exactly, his condition is kind of similar to Howard's, is it not? Soul was suffused to the earth, distracted aether instead of the light. Yeah, it would be it is kind of the same, wouldn't it? Forgive me, but who's this Gaboo fellow of whom you... Condition does sound similar, yet there's much and more about the soul that remains even unknown to me. I say this not to discourage you, you understand, but to remind you that this is a delicate work requiring patience. Of course, and as long as there's hope for the patients here, I will devote whatever time is needed to see this through. But I refuse to spend the time in idleness if that's all the same to you. I'd like to stay here with Angela and continue with their treatment. So you should return to Crystarium with Becklug and see if you can make some headway with their newly posited theories. I would tell you to rest first, but you are not to be convinced. Let us return to the Crystarium then. Finally, I found you. Oh shit, it's Kaishur. What are you doing all the way out here? There's trouble back in Yulmore. Lady Chai is beside herself, sighing, pacing the whole lot. Near enough begged me to go and find you. Sighing and pacing, you say? Must be urgent. I take it I will be returning to the Crystarium alone. Go on then. It's not as if I've taken anything for you to do. Thank you, Becklug. Sorry for bothering you and all that, but she says the future of Elmore is at stake. When I say Elmore, it's Yulmore. I wonder what the hell's going on. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna take the drink. Lady Chai's up in the parlor. Best not to keep her waiting, eh? I'll get there much faster than all of you. Well, not here seems out of the ordinary, though I do not see Lady Chai anywhere. Probably pacing around outside again, staring off to the distance and sighing. Strange. Let's see if we can find her and discover the source of her distress. You okay?
Oh, thank heavens you're here.
Lady Chai, whatever is the matter?
I knew not where else to turn. Oh, this is all too much for my poor heart to bear alone.
What's going on?
Alone?
Is Nuz okay?
Master Chai?
But that is the very reason I summoned you. He's gone.
Where? What?
What? What happened?
Where'd he go? He was quite literally overentwined, apparently.
It all began after the events at Mount Golg. With Lord Vorthri out of the way, we all agreed that a new leader must be chosen.
And so you held an election?
No way.
Yes. Well, sort of.
No.
Not a single
Hey,
person volunteered to stand,
Link?
you see. After a lifetime of leisure, we free citizens have grown somewhat indolent. Readapting to the harsh realities of life is trying enough, but to take charge of a broken city as well? No one wanted such responsibility. Nevertheless, Yulmore could not well do without a leader, and so we decided that anyone and everyone should be considered
Alert,
a
I hope you're well.
candidate.
Hi, Melon.
And
Welcome. Thank you for the
after we
lurk.
cast our ballots and tallied the votes, the mayorship fell upon my dear husband.
Well, given the manner in which he orchestrated the
Oh,
construction
my
of the
lurk.
giant
My
towers,
lurk command
none
does
could
not
deny
work.
his leadership qualities.
But even before then, he had proven himself at Daedalus Stoneworks, don't forget. He is more than qualified for the role. The perfect choice.
You when I'm the perfect choice.
Indeed. I told him as much when his victory was first announced. But perhaps I was too forceful in my attempt to encourage him. For shortly after that, he vanished without a word.
Guys.
You believe he was so daunted by the burden of leadership that he felt compelled to flee?
I don't believe that at all.
I mean,
please, Lady Chai, dry your eyes.
Do you know who we're talking about?
I know it's
Extreme
Nuz.
self-esteem issues.
I know it's Nuz, but like whenever he gets his nose into it, he usually pulls through.
You truly think so?
Yeah, we'll find him. I don't believe for a second.
What about you? What do you think has become of my husband?
I think he just took some time alone. Yeah, I don't think he's. He probably ran away. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, but
David, I sacrificed myself.
do I tell her that he probably ran away? No. He definitely didn't run away.
And there you have it, Lady Chai. You needn't worry. Master Chai loves you more than all the world, and he will return.
It's true.
Wherever he may have gone, rest assured we will find him.
I'll find.
Thank you, my dear boy. You have set my mind at ease. I will trust in my husband and await his return.
I'll take the tea. A notable absence. How far along is the last forward quest? Notable absence. It makes no sense for Master Chai to have left without a word. But even if he had, he would not have done so unobserved. Someone here would have seen of something. Know of it. We should split up and inquire as to whether anyone saw him leave, or failing that, they have any idea where he might have gone. I will meet you at the Glory Gate. Air notes later. Oh, they want me to check every different corner. Master Chai? Well, yes, I spoke with him recently, though I recall he was in a rather dour mood. Consider like Eomore's neglect of industry, you see? With Lord Vothry's apparently inexhaustible stores of meal, and no great need for money, it is a little wonder our businesses were all but forgotten under his rule. But I assured Master Chai that the Boutique of Splendors will do all it can to contribute to the revival of trade here in Eomore. It seemed to satisfy him. He took his leave soon after. Your exchange with Moen has taught you about the stagnant state of business in Eomore. So business sucks, currently. Here's next one. Looking for Master Chai, are you? Is something amiss? When last I saw him, he seemed ready to collapse from exhaustion. I insisted he rest and catch his breath, and we talked for a while about his concerns over the city's defenses amongst them. He made more than a few valid points. Many of our men are still recovering after their confrontation with Lord Vothry, and finding General Ranjit in a heap of Middle Plaza shook us all to the core. The man commandeered no small amounts of loyalty, and some of our longest-serving soldiers seemed lost without him. Indeed, a number of them left. Not that we blame you, of course. Without you and yours, we would still be blind to the error of our ways. Anyways, funding permitting, I propose replenishing our ranks with the volunteers from the derelicts in Gate Town. We have a duty to protect not only Eomore, you see, but the surrounding regions of Calusia as well. And I, for one, would welcome any man or woman willing to take up arms for the cause. Indeed, I told him as much. He seemed relieved to hear it. And on that note, we parted ways. He headed outside, as I recall. Air the state of... Okay, so... The economy, garbage. So, the economy's garbage. The military is also garbage.
What's up?
So what could he have? So surely the third thing here made him run away. Like for real. He did that. Aye, I recall a man fit in that description. Asked to speak with the poor buggers lately from the come from the right. Said he wanted to know the state of things down at the derelicts, and as you can be sure give him an earful. Lack of food, medicine, clothing, there was plenty to tell. We hunt high and low for whatever we can scavenge, and it's barely enough to fill our bellies. But folk here don't just want to survive, they want to thrive. When he heard that, he started mumbling to himself, something about finding us work, I think. Fair play to him, though. Not content with having his ear chewed about the derelicts, he asked about the other settlements and all. After that, I can't really say. It looked like he was headed for Gate Town when I last saw him. Okay. So, derelict's fucked. The military's fucked. The economy's fucked. I don't know. Well, I say apparently he's headed to Gate Town. I think he actually is pulling through like I thought he would.
SNL.
You got news? Ah, there you are. How did you fare? Have you learned anything which might offer a clue about Master Chai's whereabouts? There you go.
Guys.
Interesting. He apparently paid a visit to Queen Bee as well. They discussed the possibility of granting admission to customers from outside Eorzea, an idea which the proprietor was surprisingly receptive. Sounds like he's got big plans for the place. Eorzea, I mean, not the Bee. Perhaps, but the question remains, where did he go after leaving the city? Gate Town. Beef stew, cheesecake, husk, lemon curd. Okay. All we know for certain is that Master Chai has shown great concern not only for Eorzea but its surrounding settlements. Seems logical then that having consulted those within the city walls, he seemed to do the same to those without. Montaro, if you would go and make inquiries and write, I shall do likewise in Stilltide. Gate Town and leave to you, I sure. Fair enough. Where should we meet then when we finished? Well, Top Rung seems to be his next most likely destination. Let us reconvene there. With any luck, one of us will have stumbled upon them by then. But if not, we'll still be well situated to continue with our search. So right, so true. Must be you. No, the name doesn't ring any bells, but he was a rather dapper-looking Mistel gentleman out here not long ago. He wanted to talk about the relations between Wright and Eorzea, rather than the lack of it. We lost great many people to the promises of meal and the chance of a lavish life among the free, and Vothri thought to take even more from us, conscripting the few able-bodied men we had to guard his paradise. I needn't tell you what happened when the Centiers came. Such things are hard to forget. But Vothri's gone now, and we're curious to see what will become of Eorzea in its absence. That's what I told your friend. China's, was it? And I'm sure the others said the same. Not that he wanted to hear, I suppose. But he left soon after, and that was that. It's time for the top run. At least feel like somewhat faster through here. Redeem the stretch.
Hey, for you.
Let me just get this operator going, and I got you. End up. Anytime you need it, the ladder is at your service. Heading up to the top rung, then. Yes. Thank you for the stretch, blep. Ooh, I kind of needed that though. Whew. Stand up, nice little. Man, you. Man, oh man. So he paid a visit to both Wright and Gate Town as well, did he? And he also visited Wright. Well, you already said that. I see. Taisher and I glean much the same. He seems determined to salvage what goodwill might yet remain among the settlements of Calusia. The only place he has left to go would be Amity. Come, if we are quick, we may yet catch up to him. To Amity we go. I actually found it hilarious the first time we were like going through this, and I was like, they're talking about how like blah blah blah, like that's not an act. It's just a Reaper.
Man, that's funny. I was using a certain scythe when I was doing something as Reaper.
Huh?
As we start, some guy in chat says, "Damn, Reaper, I thought you were a fucking warrior."
It looks like, I mean, right though? Like.
It all depends on the scythe. Let's see if I can get a screenshot of the knife. Actually, I can just show you when I get over there.
Ah, well, look who it is. Looking for me? Whatever for. Lady Chai has been nigh inconsolable in your absence. She claims you disappeared without so much as a word and bade us to return you to her side. What in the blazes are you talking about? I left a letter in her for our chambers. Though I suppose she could have overlooked it. When she gets an idea into her head, I can only apologize. No harm done, Master Chai, but when we're here, might I ask what compelled you to come all this way? You were told that you've been elected mayor, and from what we've gathered from nearby villages, you've been inquiring about people's grievances. Is it safe to assume that you mean to take office? Well, now, let's not jump to conclusions. I did seek to learn about the problems faced by the people of Calusia, that which is true, but I am by no means sure that I am the man to solve them. Tackling our many challenges will require resources. And until I have secured them, I would not be right to assume the role of mayor. I see. You said resources can be found here? Indeed. The people's grievances are many, but in the course of many of my inquiries, I've already met with several individuals willing to lend their aid in addressing them. However, there remains one individual crucial to my plans, a man whose counsel may yet make a mayor of me. With respect, such forethought is proof of your sustainability. The city needs you, Master Chai, and I'm certain that this man whom you speak of whoever he may be, will reach the same conclusion. For what little it's worth, we will vouch for you, and should he require convincing. We believe in you, Chai. I don't know what to say. You don't need to say anything. You've got your actions to speak for you. For as long as I can remember, all I ever wanted was make the Eorzea, but that dream's gone now. Or it's like a bubble, or a boil, more like. Anyways, outside of replaying Master Alpha now, I haven't a clue what to do with myself. Spent most days in a day, but you've been running up and down trying to find a way to fix this mess for everyone.
Ow.
And I want to help, properly help, do something that makes a difference. You give me entirely too much credit, a lot of you, but I can't deny it gives me heart. Come, let's press on together. We mustn't get ahead of ourselves. Eorzea needs more than a man with good intentions, which is why I'm here to find one with the experience. Who is this man exactly, and are you certain that he's here in Amity? Are you looking for the artist? Redrin is his name, and yes, he was. But he is, or was. I swear to begin to explain myself when he decided that his time was better spent elsewhere. He served as chief advisor to Vothri's father. If Ranji was the mayor's right hand, now I would say Rendrin was the left, and between them, they kept Eorzea safe and prosperous. That he needs more than a mere man of business, which is why I must find him. If you do, what makes you think he will listen? Before giving chase, might it not be wise to speak with those who know of him here in Amity? They may be able to shed some light for this reason for rejecting your overtures out of hand. Yes, I suppose that makes sense. Perhaps we should start with Tristal, then. As I recall, you made a rather favorable impression on him. I'm certain that he would be willing to talk to us. Now we gotta find another guy? Greetings, friend, and you too, Master Chai. I presume you are here to ask after Rendon? I couldn't help overhearing your earlier exchange. Yes, well, with Vothri gone, Eorzea wants for a leader, and should no one rise to the challenge, the city could very well collapse. I came here seeking for Wendrin's counsel in the hope that we could build a better Eorzea together, and that is still my wish. Given how abominably you were mistreated there, I will quite understand if you choose not to help. Worry not, Master Chai. I bear no grudge against you or the people of Eorzea. I would not see you suffer for Vothri's villainy. As you no doubt gathered from your meeting earlier, Rendrin can be rather uncompromising. He has his principles, you see, and little patience for anyone he deemed less committed to their own. Your desire to right the wrongs of your past, of Eorzea's past, quite admirable, but I fear the guilt you bear on the city's behalf works against you. I can see it in your eyes, the way you carry yourself. It goes without saying that he sees it as well. You must let those feelings go, Master Chai. Be more assertive, commit to this course, and prove to him Eorzea has the resolve to change. I believe he was headed towards Pit 8 when you left. If you plan to go and speak with him, I suggest you be firm and clear with your intentions. Very well, to Pit 8 we shall go, and I will not take no for an answer. Nay, not even a maybe. Oh, he sounds different, but is he actually different? I cast doubt. Whew. It begins to get increasingly. I think the humidity from the outdoors is actually like fucking everything. Brendan. Hello.
Well, well, it's you again. Well, I see you've invited your friends. Need them to fight your battles for you, do you?
I didn't invite them, as it happens, though they are indeed my friends. Well, not only mine, but every true Yulmoran's. They are the ones who awakened us to the truth, to Lord Vorthry's villainy, the famous warriors of darkness.
Are they now?
Yeah.
Yes, they are. It would be no exaggeration to call them our saviors. We owe much and more to their kindness, but we cannot depend on that kindness forever. To do so would be a little different from entrusting our affairs to Lord Vorthry. Nay, we must learn to stand on our own 2 feet. And I would have them present to witness my attempt.
Hear, hear, Master Chai.
You're here.
Your sentiments are admirable. Yet admirable sentiments do not a nation make. In my capacity as advisor, I once strove to build a better Yulmore. Gave honest counsel to my superiors, drafted laws for the benefit of one and all. But in time, my values fell out of favor. There was no need for them in this paradise Vorthry was creating.
Paradise.
And so I left my homeland behind. But you, Chai News, you were content to wallow in indolence under Vorthry's auspices. And so I cannot help but ask myself what manner of nation you intend to build.
Wow. That's a hard question.
I can offer no simple answer to that question. But this much I will say.
Oh.
It is my hope that Yulmore can become a nation which her citizens might freely choose to build together. A great many people, myself included, flocked to Yulmore seeking sanctuary. The alternative being to live in fear and die in pain. Seemed an easy choice. And sanctuary we found. As much food and drink as we could ever want. Secured at the cost of the surrounding villages. Little wonder the people gathered at our doorstep, begging to work among the bonded. The free were blind to it all, of course. Content to, as you say, wallow in indolence. In ignorance. Were I mayor, I would first take stock of the city's resources and see that they were assigned equitably. Our days of reckless consumption are behind us. The distinction between free and bonded died with Vorthry. The needs of rich and poor alike must be considered if our nation is to survive. To which end I would take steps to secure channels for supplies, rekindle relations with nearby settlements, who re-establish industry, reach out to neighboring nations, and the list goes on and on.
He's cooking.
But I am no ruler, nor even a politician. I am an entrepreneur. My expertise lie in planning and profit. I haven't the knowledge or experience to run a nation. Please, Rendon, will you not help me? Together, we could solve the city's problems. Build a Yulmore for the people.
A Yulmore for the people. I rather like the sound of that.
Oh, let's go.
But before I offer you my counsel, I would be certain of your ability to perform the duties of office. You would? You ask me to help you solve Yulmore's problems, but first I would see you solve one on your own. Accomplish that, and you will prove both to me and the people that you are a man worth following.
All right. Got. Nice. That's so good. Right then. Is there a particular issue you would have me resolve? You seem to have conducted an assessment of the problems Yulmore now faces. I assume you will agree, therefore, that the matter of dwindling food stores is the most pressing. Ah, yes. Meal being neither a desirable nor less sustainable option. I assume alternative foodstuff is and the man who hungers it not like to contribute much to society, save violence, perhaps. So tell me, how do you propose to solve this problem? Give me a satisfactory answer, and I'll consider offering you my counsel. A combination of measures would need to be in order. One to address the immediate issue of supply, and the other that of production. For the present, Yulmore's coffers can be used to purchase food from our neighbors. This would afford us time to address the underlying problem that affects us all, the long-standing neglect of agriculture. Villages that once served sources for trading foodstuffs must be populated, and their means of production stored. This assumes, of course, we can rekindle relations with our neighbors and guarantee security and stability within the region. And most importantly, find people willing to leave the city and take up the rebuilding effort. My. Think of that all by yourself, did you? Oh, yes. It began as a rather abstract plan that I drafted some time ago after speaking with the people of Yulmore and the nearby settlements. You impressed me, Chinese. I have? Well, that is a relief. Oh, but you haven't secured my support just yet. Only my attention. Grand plans will not be enough to persuade the masses. If you ask for them to rebuild, you must provide them the means to do so. Ah, fair point, Rendon. And one would have given much thought. I propose the use of Talos in aid of establishment for the maintenance of these settlements. Their employment should drastically improve efficiency and ultimately increase production. Talos. But Daedalus Stoneworks closed their door years ago. Without a ready supply of the necessary equipment, the people would starve before your plans could be put into effect. Well, buddy, little did you know. Well, as heir to Daedalus Stoneworks, it just so happens that the Talos are my field of expertise. And with little help, I'm quite certain we can acquire what we need in no time at all. He gave me that stare of like, yeah, bro, I cooked that. I cooked that up real good. That's so good. Finding good help. Rendon's quite right. Building Talos from scratch will require the time that we simply do not have. Which is why I propose to make use of the long-abandoned Talos which wanders the wilds of Calusia. We're gonna do what?
You're gonna repurpose those lost ones that are just wandering around fighting.
They will need to be deactivated, of course, and if the memory serves, the tools required should still be at the top rung. Come with me. I love accidentally slide casting my mount. It's kind of great. Excuse me, things to do, scores to settle. Bam Tocino. Bam Tocino. That's kind of funny. He literally just named himself like basically ham. You know, like you know, he called himself Spam Bacon.
People getting into this game not thinking they're going to be playing it for long, choosing joke names, only to wind up
in Shadowbringers.
Name.
only to wind up in Shadowbringers. This chest contains canisters filled with a dashingly potent insulating powder, capable of halting the flow of aether in the Talos, thus disabling them without damaging them. Genius. No trick of the trade, nothing more. Once disabled, it should be a simple enough matter to get into March to Yulmore. More extensive repairs can wait. Ordinarily, this is where I would ask you to run along and do the deed, but as I've said before, it's high time that we learn to stand on our own. Thankfully, throwing canisters is something even I should be able to manage. Come off it, Master Chai. Even if the Talos ain't a threat, there's 101 of other things out there waiting to make a meal out of you. That as may be, Kaishir, but Rendon asked me to solve this problem, and I will not sit idly while others risk everything to see my harebrained schemes realized. Not this time. Which isn't to say that the mere thought of one doesn't fill me with dread. Truth be told, I can't feel my leg. But if I'm to prove a man worth following, I must lead by. This guy rocks, bro. What the heck? This guy's sick. Well said, Master Chai. Here. Just leave the party. I think I heard the party sound. Yes, well, it should go without saying that I have no intention for dying for this. I've always preferred living to see the fruits of my labors. But to make sure I do, I will require your help. It is as Kaishir says, these lands are dangerous if one's not careful. But I said you use my spyglass to look out for any beasts that could get in the way of my work. I'll also need you to alert me when it's safe to do with Talos. Good? Easy enough. Good. Let's be off to the quick way, to the north gate, and see if we can't find suitable vantage point. I fucked up that. That's terrible. Keep a lookout for danger and alert Shinuz when it's safe to incapacitate the Talos. You may move the spyglass as well as zoom in and out. Point the spyglass at Shinuz to give him the signals to sneak near the Talos. That's wait for him to turn around. Oh. I did it? I did it! Let's move on to another Talos, shall we? What's left? It double took. That's crazy. No way, bro. It gave me a double take? You're serious. Oh my god. I gotta start from the beginning for that. I gotta be careful with this one because this one likes to do a fucking double take. Turn around, turn back. You're serious. It actually trolled me, bro. Nah, dude. Mighty Knights. I do believe I'm getting the hang of this. Indeed. You may leave the next one to me, Rentaro. Haha, that should do it. Now we have all we need to proceed. Actually did it. Good shit, bro. Damn. This guy's come a long way. I can scarcely believe it. It was a reckless, foolish plan, but somehow it worked. I did it. Master Chai, I believe I owe you an apology. Your plan to replenish Yumor's food stores showed forethought and sound judgment. What's more, it is plain that your time at Daedalus Stoneworks has equipped you to lead, as evidenced by the extraordinary company you keep. You, sir, are more than qualified to be the next. I thank you for your vote of confidence, but the fact remains, I am wholly ignorant of the world of politics. Why I would ask you to join me and grant you more the benefit of your counsel. I would be honored. When the people behold these talos, I have no doubt they will lend you their support. In the Eomor's leadership is at last in capable hands, would you know? I'll be heading back soon, Master Chai. After you tinker talos and you get up close.
Right then, form a line and make for Eomor.
What's that noise?
Uh-oh. Talos are in town, man.
Wicked White! Runaway Talos! Call the guard!
There's no way they brought one guy to do the job, bro. Okay, that's two.
All of you!
Is that... Darling, you're back.
But of course I'm back. You didn't see.
Oh my god!
Oh, oh dear.
You killed him! He's now paralyzed from the hip down. No way we just solved it by healing him. Amazing.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry, my darling. It's just the sight of you filled me with such joy, I couldn't help myself.
Oh, no, it's all right, dear. I should have just come out and said what it was I was intending, instead of entrusting the task to a hastily scribbled letter.
Does that mean you'll do it?
Well, I'm here, aren't I? I mean, not that my absence signified any unwillingness, you understand? Oh, no, naught could be further from the truth. I only left to enlist the aid of the former mayor's senior advisor. And now that I have it, I believe I am ready to take office.
Oh, how wonderful!
Let's go!
Please!
Oh, what was that cutscene? What was that cutscene, bro? That looked like a horror movie. That was quite a reception. One master child will struggle to forget. More seriously, the arrival of the Talos have seized the public's attention. Once word is spread around Eorzea that it will be much simpler to gather one and all so that Master Child can make his inaugural address. I believe that would be correct. Moving forward. No need to fret, Rentaro. I've never felt better. And not at all overawed by the prospect of addressing the assembled masses of Eorzea. As for where I to do it, where to accommodate everyone who might feasibly wish to it, I suppose the only place large enough would be the Emergent. I'll go and spread the word among the citizens, free and bonded. They are to assemble to meet their new mayor. There, Aishir, was it? Will you go inform the residents of Gatetown and the Clicks? I will. Good lad. I'll let the guards know not to bar the way to Vothri. It goes without saying that I expect the Warrior of Darkness to attend, assuming he's available. Might as well see it to the bitter end, eh? Dorman at the crown lift will show you.
Oh.
up into you. Ah, yes. That's what I told us to expect you. The merchant's already filling up with the people of our persuasions, free and bonded, citizens and non-citizens. But for you, our guest of honor, we have reserved a place at the front, right this way. How nice.
Go on, dear.
Oh.
Thank you all all here today. But before going any further, could I ask the free citizens of Yulmore to look around? 'Tis a sight none of us would ever have seen under Lord Forthree's rule. Not only do we stand in the familiar presence of those we once called the Bonded, but today we welcome the peoples of the Derelicts and Gate Town too. Today we welcome the Warriors of Darkness, come to bear witness to Yulmore's new beginning.
Huge.
As you know, an election was recently held, at the end of which I had the honor of being chosen to succeed Lord Forthree. You place great faith in me, and I promise to do my utmost to live up to your expectations, and I will seek always to carry out the duties of this office with integrity and fairness. Always, I say, but not forever. Let it be known that I do not intend to hold this post indefinitely. I consider myself but an acting mayor, who will serve only for the interim, while Yulmore is reshaped according to a new set of values.
Damn.
I'll go. Oh.
No longer can we think of ourselves as divided, as the free and the bonded, citizens and non-citizens. The systems put in place by Lord Forthree must be undone. But even as we tear down the old, we must give thought to the new, to what manner of nation Yulmore should become. Whatever the answer may be, it cannot be decided by one man alone. And so I propose that an open forum be held, that we might all discuss how best to strive towards a better future. However, there can be no talk of the morrow unless we first address the issues of today. Securing new sources of food, rebuilding relations with our neighbors, re-establishing industry. There is much and more that needs to be done. Too much for a mere man of business. And so I pledge instead to do everything in my power to ensure our city's security and stability while we all work together to see these problems solved. The road before us will not be easy, and I know full well how daunting the prospect of honest labor may seem to some of you. But we must accept the reality of our circumstances. We must move forward. This much we owe to ourselves and to the brave heroes who risked their lives to bring back the night. Once we have shored up our city's foundations and regained some semblance of normality, let us reconvene to speak of the future. Until then, I humbly ask that you lend me and each other your strength. For Yulmore!
I'd be scared for a second.
Okay, hold on.
What a address. Alright. More or less silent job. I wanted to actually just hear how that was all going to play out. But, seeing as it went well. Stirred him to action, I hope. If I learned anything from all this, it is that the change begins with the individual. It is but a matter of finding the strength to take the first step. Assuming my fellow Umorans can, it will be my honor and privilege to help them walk this road that we have chosen. We must not forget the individuals who made all these changes possible. Were it in my power, I would carve a tribute to your heroism into the very stone upon which this city stands. I hate to change the subject, darling, but have you taken office? Have you given any thought to your mayoral seat? You will not be moving to the emergent, dearest. It's too big for one thing, and too far from the people for another. We must retain our current residence, and I'll govern here in the parlor. Oh, I was hoping you'd say that. I'd much prefer the view from the parlor. Begging your pardon, Master Chai, but have you got time for a word? Yes, of course. Hathenbet? Aye, that's me. I like your speech. But there's folk outside these walls that don't even have enough food to last till tomorrow. More who are counting their crumbs. If you got a plan to change that, I want to help set things in motion. And we've much to discuss. No sooner do I take office than my work begins in earnest. Well, I suppose I brought it upon myself. Thank you again for your help, Rintaro. I hope to see you again before long. What a day. I don't know what it means exactly, but I know I got plenty to talk about. Resolve to remain here at such a time that Yumo's future is secured. But it's clear to me now that the city's in capable hands. I have every confidence that they'll find their way, and I believe it is time we went on ours. So Alpino's leaving too, is he? Seems like everyone's moving on. Everything's changing. I've been thinking about what I should do in what I should do in all this. Like I told you, I spent most of my life dreaming about living here with my friends in paradise. That paradise is gone, but something better is taking its place. And I reckon I want to be part of it. This Eorzea for the people Master Chad's been going on about ain't gonna build itself after all. Not that I'm much of a builder. Me and my friends are gonna find a way to make a difference. Help keep things changing for the better. A far nobler dream than the one you chose, which you clung to before. And one I'm happy to say we share. Whatever path you chose, I'll pray for your success. Well then, when you put it like that, there's no going back now, is there? We've got a few ideas on how we can do our bit. Just a matter of taking the first step. Truly, to see Kaisher inspired by our actions is inspiring in itself. Yet, however much I say I wish to stay and see what comes of the efforts here in Eorzea, we have matters of our own to attend to. Come, we shall return to the Crystal Tower. Mayhaps Beglug's studies have borne fruit in our absence. To the Crystarium. Make our way. The ocular and figure out what's going on. If you have business with the Crystal Exarch, just say the word and I'll be happy to escort you to the ocular. Alrighty. Welcome back. We are given to understand a new mayor has taken office in Eorzea. Indeed, our good friend Master Chai was elected by popular vote. After some considerable soul searching, he chose to accept the post. It is a shame that you weren't able to attend his inaugural speech, though I have no doubt you will see more of him in the future. But tell me, how fared you in preparing the White Ore site? Our work did not proceed quite as expected. In your absence, we had a frank discussion on the principles of soul transference, and what concluded at length was that the White Ore site was ill-suited for our purposes. But Urianger, did you not say that, compared to the massy soul of an Ascian, the stone can house one of ours with ease? And I did, and armed as we are with Beglug's invaluable insights, would indeed prove a trifling matter, were we to disregard the invaluable link, a link which would, we did belatedly realize, be weakened most perilously in the process of rendering our souls dormant, as our sight does require. Thus, the shedding of these fleshly simulacra and the sulfate of ether with comprised of them will all likely deprive us of our psyches as well. We go crazy. It would theoretically be possible to channel your minds into the R-Site instead, but we'd have to more likely sacrifice your souls in the process. Which is why we have abandoned that plan, and instead devoted our times to finding a means which mind and soul might be transported together. And we are no closer to a solution than when we first began. It is a vexing conundrum indeed, but one for which the Crystal Exarch has posited the most. When our discussions turn to the transference of memories in the psyche, I cannot help but the reminder of the technique which I have personally experienced. Taro, do you recall what what we learned from my eyes from our encounter with the royal eye of Allegan. Forebears, blood and memories of the ancient Allegans. This is a gift that I am able to control the crystal power. If we were able to gain an understanding of the technology by which the Allegans were able to accomplish this transference, then perhaps we could then keep mind and soul together. Imagine, if you will, like a portal into a soul crystal, repleted not only with our worldly memories, but the bountiful energies of... That is our current avenue of investigation, and we will follow it wheresoever it leads. While we are thus engaged, I think it's best that Rentaro return to the source and inform Kryl and the others our findings. Agreed. I imagine Tataru will be relieved that we've made a... Now I beg to leave the relay of our findings to Rentaro. Yes, please do. If we have need for your counsel, we will not hesitate to summon you. So he's just gonna go and give our regards to Tataru, will you? Fuck. All that talking thing, my voice short already. Carry him again. We'll explain the news. Rentaro, you're back. How did everything go in the first? Wait, don't tell me. Kryl will be here shortly and she'll want to hear it too. She's just heading to the others, their bodies, I mean. Gods. I don't think I'll ever get used to staying there. Anyways, you can tell us everything in the moment she gets here. Okay. Long ass cutscene. Sure. Yep. I'm ready.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I've carried out the treatment as per Master Matoya's instructions. It should slow the destabilization of their corporeal ether quite significantly. But tell me, how fare our friends in the first?
They're doing just fine. I'm trying to find research on.
So this Becklug's the first to lead an authority on soulcraft, are they? Sounds promising.
And Eorzea's proffered solution of white auracite is rather ingenious now that I think of it.
Oh, did I not tell them the part where we probably shouldn't use white auracite?
Well, while they press on with their preparations, you may rest assured we will continue to do our part here.
Oh, you're back.
Holy shit. Took you a second. Oh.
And none the worse for wear, I see.
Estinian! Oh, thank the gods! We've been worried sick. Did you lose your link pearl or something?
The situation in Garlemald has become more complicated. I was making my escape from the capital when I ran into one of yours, Riol. He thought it best we come straight here.
More complicated how?
begin. After entering the Empire via Razat Han, I went about my mission of investigating Black Rose. It was then, inside a provincial factory, that I encountered the one who styles himself Shadow Hunter, Gaius Baleshar. Our goals being apparently aligned, we joined forces and ventured on into the heart of the capital, to the very Imperial Palace itself. There, we found a man whom all assumed dead. But his soul lives on, and he has wrested back his flesh. Xenos Ye Galvas.
Insane still.
Nor did the surprises end there. For no sooner had we arrived than he murdered his sire in cold blood. The Emperor is dead. This sent Gaius into a rage, and he charged in, blade drawn.
Am I about to get an echo?
What's wrong?
I never get to see what happened here. That's right. Black Wolf and the Azure Dragoon. I suppose this might be this. Come then. Oh wow. What a fucking combo.
Too bad it did absolutely
the
nothing.
simple pleasure of one's own flesh. Truly there's no place like home. Abomination. Emperor Varus, your radiance are... Uh-oh. Yet we may wear out our welcome. Oh, they're gonna assume we did it. True, bro. Even the most middling of the sport beasts aspires to. I have yet no cause to remain. I leave. Hey, that's that Asian teleportation. Hell, any bright ideas? Intruders taking flight. I repeat, the intruders taking flight. Deploy all available magic armor. We cannot let them. I'm a Estinian now? Fuck. My name is Estinian Wormblood. True, bro. Ah, it's fine. Somewhat AoE. What is that? I got most of them. There's those easy marks by moving together. I suggest we split up. I'll take the low road, so to speak. What the fuck? Is that it? Make it? Someone's been busy. Excuse me? What? And who? Oh, now you just have control over Nidhogg.
Oh, it's time to... This is an ability fucking Dragoon has that he's about to pull off. Dragoon just straight up has an ability he's going to use.
Let's do it, I guess. Three damage. Absorb potion damage.
Yeah, that ability on your 4, the red one, your Dragoon just fucking has that awesome glove.
Two adds damage over time to AoE. This is where 3 would come into play. Up.
Oh, fuck. I'm fucking dead here.
What am I about to do? My god.
That, yep, yeah.
You said that's just an ability, not an LB like you said?
One where he jumps into the sky and does the red rings?
Yeah.
That one? Yeah. Dragoon has that.
Guardians in their machine. No, where are you guys? Me and Cryo saw that, did we?
Are you all right?
We're good. We're peachy.
Peer into my past, did you?
Not intentionally.
Well, I didn't quite relive the experience as you did, but I bore witness to it all.
I'm still not sure what I think of this gift of yours. But no matter. Our confrontation was cut short when the Imperial Guard arrived. It was then that Xenos took his leave, citing boredom.
To think their research into the Echo could bear such fruit. Escaping death, jumping from one body to the next, and returning to his own after all this time. He is an Ascian in all but name.
I'm pretty sure he actually is one.
It beggars belief, aye. But no more than a hero traversing the rift between worlds.
What?
My concerns are far more prosaic. With the Emperor dead and the Crown Prince missing, the Empire is in disarray. Until order is restored, assuming it even possible, we needn't fear an Imperial reprisal. And for reasons of his own, Xenos took it upon himself to rid the world of Black Rose. Riol has already gone to apprise the Alliance leaders of these developments. We may leave the matter in their hands for now.
Then perhaps we have seen the last of the fighting at Gimlet. Though, if it comes to civil war, I cannot help but fear for the provinces. Ah, I'd nearly forgotten to ask. What became of Gaius? Did he not escape with you?
No.
That he did, but we parted ways shortly after leaving Garlemald. He claimed another threat had arisen which demanded his attention. He didn't elaborate, but the absence of some device or other in the capital gave him reason to believe they're planning something. Lest you worry, I believe he has well and truly shed the Black Wolf's pelt. Conquest is no longer his objective. We may safely leave him to his own devices.
Well, it's nice to have one less foe to worry about, even if we do have a mysterious new threat to look out for instead.
Am I? It's like the just.
Speaking of
Where am
which,
I?
I'll see that Riol and Al
What was that?
Shinobi are made aware. Though we still know next to nothing, it can't hurt to be vigilant.
Well then, with Black Rose nipped in the bud, I believe I've fulfilled my part of the bargain.
I don't.
That's true, but with the Archon still slumbering away, we were hoping you might agree to stay with us for a little bit longer.
Sorry, but I'm not inclined to extend my contract. Gaius isn't the only one with business to attend to.
Thank you for your help then, Estinian. I see why Alphino admires you so.
Farewell, my friend. See that you don't make a habit of dozing off in battle.
Humorous you.
I suppose we should all be getting on then. As ever, we will see to the Archon's needs. In the meantime, why not get some rest? You've more than earned it. Go on.
Bird. Resting time. 3 hours 10. We'll complete this one. I think it's appropriate time to end. You must be shattered after all the hopping back and forth between worlds. Why not stay here and rest for a while? I'm sure Beglug can manage without you. They've got enough of the science help lift me. Traders, you Lord Nervan. It's Civil War.
Oh yeah, the
Onward, before this day is done,
now,
victory shall be ours.
Someone else has to take it. Take the throne.
And so they're
You know
killing
damn
each
well
other
they're gonna
for
fight
it.
over it. Fuck, I just run inside.
There's Xenos. You think I find them using like dogs herding cattle to the slaughter? Ah. The white one. White as in. But Hugh. Soul is. Who are you? For your majesty, I am but another dog. Lost in want of a new master, a hunting dog, if you wish it. For I know full well the prey that you seek out. You want to summon Zodiac so you can fight him? Sounds pretty Xenos to me. Meanwhile, in Eulmore in the first. Did you hear? The mayor's reopening Daedalus Stoneworks, and they're looking for laborers. There's talk of resettling some old abandoned villages too. They've been even laying free talents on anyone who willing to help make the move. Free Talos? Ha! We'd best get packing. Steady work, board and lodging. That's not a recipe. If that's not a recipe for hope, I don't know what is.
New Ifrit Extreme record. 10 seconds.
Our record was 8.
Well, I'm talking about solo. Not having the double damage.
Wait, whoa. What? Huh? I'm gonna leave it there. What do you mean? It is. Apparently, it's not even him. It just says Wayward Warrior, not Ardbert. So who is that guy? Not normal by all accounts. Ah, how rich. Anyhow. Let's go. It seems like Melon's on right now. I should probably find the time to raid somebody new. There we are. That'll be it for me for the night, so I hope you all have a great time. Bye-bye.